I'm guessing if we all have an interaction all together, it's going to be better than me telling you what how trading psychology works and how things are playing out, and etc. Are you in for that? Does anyone wants to have a chat about how does it feel about trading and how psychology affects him, or is anyone interested on doing it this way? I mean, I could present some stuff that I have here, but I think it's better if we have a small chat all together. Yeah. Does anyone wants to? Is anyone interested in asking me anything about psychology? Right. I'm going to tell you, obviously, none of you. Right. For those that don't know, I have been trading since 2004. A few years back, I mean, after I tried to do a small research about trading and everything, what affects me as a trader, I ended up that, I mean, psychology is the number one factor in order to succeed. If you don't have the correct psychology, you are probably not going to succeed. And what I mean by having a good psychology includes all the subsectors in trading. It includes discipline, how to hold your profits, how to trade when you're angry. Basically, you cannot. But I'm going to start by saying this. Each person is different, yeah? So each person has a different psychology and different personality. When I started trading back in 2004, my first mentor said I was having problems trading in the, as we all do in the beginning, and he told me like, Paris, you are who you are. You will trade like who you are, and he was right. Eventually, all of you, each one of you, you will trade like how his personality is. And I'm gonna start by just saying how I am as Paris. Yeah, if you don't, you should do some self-recognition before you start trading, because I think it's the most important. I mean, you have to identify your strengths and weaknesses. So I'm going to tell you what's my weakness. My number one weakness is that I get angry very easily. I just get agitated with almost everything. Yeah, with people, with the weather, sometimes with some stuff that I can't find. And let me tell you what. I mean, it translates into trading as well. I mean, I go angry trading, especially when I go offside. It's like a fire coming out of me. Yeah. So I was having a rough patch between 2016 and 2019, and I knew what was right. I knew what was the right thing to do. I just couldn't do it. My psychology, there was 1,000 factors because my psychology was down, but I just couldn't make it. I could see what I had to do, and I still couldn't do it. I kept on repeating the same mistake and the same mistake and the same mistake, and that had a very negative effect. Where my psychology was getting worse and worse and worse, and obviously my trading results were getting worse and worse and worse. So there is no other way there is no easy way to say this, but you have to identify what's your weakness. What's your weakness? Where are you another? I mean, for example, let's say Stelios. His weakness could be like he's more hesitant than some other people. Hesitant to click. Yeah. Or let's take for example, Mr. Corbin here could be he's afraid of fast moves. I'm just saying hypothetically, Mr. Corbin. Yeah. So the first thing you have to do before you start trading as a career, yeah, you have one thing you have to ask yourselves: do you really want it? Do you really want it, or do you want it because you just saw some ads and on the internet and you're gonna make money fast and stuff like this, which will not happen. You have to be very dedicated before you start trading, and you have to love it. You have to dedicate your life to it. When I say dedicate your life, the times that you trade. For example, I trade between 4:30 p.m. until 3:30 p.m. German time until 5 p.m. Yeah, so the US market open, the US morning session. But let me tell you, up to this day, me going angry, it's one of the worst, let's say my worst enemy. And since you're not algos, you're not algorithmic. I mean, if you haven't written a program and you trade with you click, yeah, you have to be able to control your emotions. There is no other way. I mean, this thing about me saying you have to control your emotions, I'm pretty sure you have been hearing about this. Like now, it's a fashion in YouTube, trading psychology. But you know, everyone, even me, I can tell you what to do. But then it comes down to you. So again, the first thing that you have to do, you have to identify who you are. Who am I? Who is Corbin? Who is Keats? Who is Dimitris Opirgos? Identify what's your strengths. For example, my strengths, I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive as a person. I mean, and I'm aggressive in my trading as well. That's a good and a bad thing. But again, I'm impatient. I go angry. I get agitated very easily. Sometimes I'm afraid when I shouldn't be afraid, you know, stuff like this. But my main problem is I'm angry. Now, factors that lead you to bad results and bad psychology, let me tell you, number one is bad sleep. Please sleep. Don't come and trade with 3 and 4 hours in trading. I mean, it's organism, it's different, but your body has to receive at least 7 to 8 hours sleep. Yeah. Number one. Number two, have a strategy. Have a strategy. This is going to help your psychology massively. Yeah. Have a strategy before you start trading. I mean, have a strategy that has been proven successful. Yeah. And it's an adaptable strategy, which means that you can adapt as time goes on. I mean, market change, so that's your strategy, and all this kind of stuff will help you. Work out. Try to work out. Try to go for a run. Try to go to the gym. It doesn't matter. Do Pilates. Do whatever. Do whatever. It increases your testosterone and your what's the word when you work out, I forgot the word, but you all know what I mean. I will show you what I have written with another guy here in the trading video. I mean, I helped him write it, but it's pretty much it pretty much sums up all I have to say about psychology. Okay, so let's go, and then I do have a PDF about psychology. I will show you that as well. Learn from your mistakes. Oh man, you just have to do that now. What did I tell you before? Between 2016 and 2018, I started a self-destructive process. Yeah, and although I could see what my mistakes, so on Friday I could see my mistake is this. Monday would come in, and I would be like Friday never happened, and I would repeat the same mistake. That was so self-destructive, and it just killed me. Yeah. So, for example, one rule that I have, a very simple rule: don't trade after 5 Paris. I say to myself, don't trade after 5. What happens when I trade after 5 o'clock? I lose money. 99% of the times, 99% of the times, I cannot read the market after 5 o'clock. My strength is between 3:30 and 5. Period. Now, how does this affect my psychology? Well, if I continue trading, let's say today, I will lose money, and it will affect my psychology. And when your psychology is getting hurt on a Friday, you are going to carry it in the weekend. On a Saturday, you're going to be thinking, what did I do? Why did I do? On Sunday, you're going to be thinking, what did I do? What did I do? And on Monday, you're going to wake up like the cats, where the cat or the dogs, where have the tail between their legs. You're going to start trading with your tail between your legs. You do not want that. You want to have a concrete strategy that is adaptable, because market changes, and some rules. For example, you could be. I have the same rule: no trading Globex. I'm not sure what Globex. I mean, I know the exchange is just. You mean the times of Globex? Stuff like this. You know. Again, I will say everything is very easy to say. Me standing here and with 20 years of trading, you're looking at me and you would think, oh man, Paris. No, I tend to do the same mistakes that I keep on doing 20 years later, but on a smaller degree now. Sometimes, yes, I do trade between 505, yeah, but every time I see 505, and I just I close my computer and I smoke 5 Marlboro Lights if I'm losing money. Yeah, I just and during the night, during the night, because after you finish trading, it takes a while until your mind clears and realize what you have done. Either it is a good day, but basically when it's a bad day, you just keep on, you become obsessed. You just cannot believe it. And you had so many good days before, like say you were making money in 2 weeks, and on a Friday you just lose whatever you made in 1 week and stuff like this. So now that I said this, yeah, always honor your stop, money management, and honor your stop when you have a trade. Honor your stop and have a correct money management. It will help your. It will not. You will not feel it on the same day you're trading. Let's say that you made 500 euros yesterday, yeah, and you have money management. A correct money management rule is today. Okay, Paris, I'm gonna risk 250 euros. I'm gonna risk 50% of my P&L that I made yesterday. This is a money management rule. Now, Friday comes, yeah, and Paris comes in and he gets stopped. Oh man, am I angry? Yes, of course I'm angry. Of course I'm angry. I say, oh man, this and that, but 7 o'clock passes, 8 o'clock passes, 9 o'clock passes, 10 o'clock passes. I see that the market didn't do anything like spectacular, yeah. And I'm like, I calm down and I'm saying to myself, oh man, I did the right thing. And the next day I have the same power and the same confidence, because I'm following my rules. During the day, during my trading, and me as Paris, maybe you have a smaller time frame where your mind clears out. It's just me, it takes 3 to 4 hours, yeah. I keep on changing subjects. I'm sorry, but when I finish trading, it just takes some time until as I said, to regroup my thoughts. But what I'm saying is very important, and it's true and it's correct. Have a money management rule, which means honor your stops. If you get stopped during the day, go into your start button and shut down your computer. This will save you. This will save you. Let's go to number 2. Live healthy. I already said this. Just even if it's not, even if you are not accustomed to live healthy, do it. Do it. It will help you not only in trading, in every factor in your life, any other, like in your relationships. It will help you as a person. Just try to exercise. Do whatever you want. Do a row, run, or doesn't matter. Just try to do something. Be adaptable. Right. As you can understand, and if you are new to trading, you will figure it out very quickly. We do not live in the 2010 era. We live in 2023, where the markets have zero volatility in one day, and the next day all hell breaks loose. So the strategy that you're having with low volatility, it will not work out with high volatility. You have to tweak maybe your stop, maybe your profit, stuff like this. So being accepting change. So you have to be able to accept quickly change. And this is another negative thing that I have. I'm very slow adapting in the current market situations. For example, right now, as we all experience, volatility is very low. Let me tell you, when volatility just spikes up, although I think I'm ready, I'm just, it has been how long? Like 1 month with 0 moves and stuff like this. But I'm working on it, yeah. I'm working on it. Me as Paris, first I have to lose money on a sentiment change. First I lose money and then I adapt, usually, yeah. But try to be adaptable. Try to be adaptable on the day. Just on any given day, just be flexible. What I'm trying to say. Easier said than done, but be a good winner and be a good loser and a good winner. Man, I'm so a bad loser. What did I tell you? I go angry with everything, and I'm guessing most of you are, and most of us are bad losers. How can you accept it? If you have a strategy, and you say, here's my profit target, and here is my stop, and it has been working and it has been tested, and this is what I want to trade with, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna feel that bad. If you don't have a strategy and you do whatever, then it's going to be very tough for you. Have a strategy. For example, a strategy that I have, I say no more than 10 trades. No more than 10 trades. It helps me not to overtrade, stuff like this. And a good winner. I'm going to come later to the good winner because I saw I saw the Word document, and I'm gonna say later why this is important. Respect the process, respect the steps. Now, and all these are applied to psychology. You know, everybody comes into trading, and maybe they heard about the guy that's making millions and stuff like this, or they watch the YouTube and all this kind of social media and Instagram, and it doesn't work like this. It doesn't work. Trading takes a long time. Maybe some people will make money in the first year, but probably they will lose it in the second or third. I'm not saying that this will happen 100% to all of you. Some people may be exceptional and they pick up from the first day. But I'm talking for the majority of the people, they just think that trading is, you're going to become a millionaire. You will not. You will not. There are steps involved. There are steps involved. There are steps involved with yourself, not with the market. Can you trade? Can you go from 1 lot to 10 lots? If I give you 10 lots now and go in the market and trade 10 Nasdaq or 10 S&P or 10 DAX, do you think you can? So you can psychologically you can sustain it? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You just, step by step, have a strategy and say, okay, once I reach the 10,000 euro mark, I'm gonna go from 1 lot to 2 lots. Stuff like this. There is a process. There is a lot of time involved. There is a lot of pain involved. Accept it and move on. Know when to stop. I'm obsessive. I'm obsessive, especially when I lose, or not that much anymore, but I used to be obsessive. I just couldn't accept it. And I kept on trading and trading and trading and trading after 5 and trading after 10 rounds, not 10 rounds, 10 trades. I just didn't know when to, just didn't know what to stop. So I put a rule, Paris, when I put everything in probability, statistically, yeah? When do I start losing money? I start losing money after 5. When do I also not make that much money? I do not make that much money in the morning session of the S&P. I just don't. And I have tried everything for years and years and years. It's just, for me, 3:30 until 5 o'clock. I don't care what everybody says. I don't care if they bring a strategy. Paris, this, look at this strategy, what works a day. I do not care. I traded 20 years. Me as Paris, maybe you can trade at 8 o'clock p.m. where it's in the S&P and Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. They have more kind of a swing moves and slow moves. Find the times that statistically you make more money and stick to those times. Do not trade the whole day. There's no point in trading the whole day. Trust me, I have been trading for 24 hours for years and years. I'm obsessed with trading. I love it. I love it. And I'll tell you, I have tried everything, every market, every strategy, every indicator, name it. Know when to stop. Know when to stop. When do you start losing money? After 5 trades, after 2 trades, after, I don't know, whatever. Remove your ego from the equation. We want to be right. We want to be correct in everything. If we have an argument, you want to be correct, I want to be correct, and that comes to trading. We have an ego that we want to be right. Remove your ego. Remove it. Will help you massively psychologically. You are here to make money, nothing else. You're here to make money, nothing else. Yes, there is some satisfaction when you achieve your profit target and stuff like this, and you think, oh man, I have it. Maybe you have it in maybe you're good in February, maybe you're good in March, but if you, and this is what happened to me as well, yeah, because I have been saying this story for many times. So I wasn't on a yearly basis. I was never a loser until 2016. Never. Since 2004 until 2016, I never had a losing year, not a month, a losing year. So people, I was spending money like crazy, and people came up to me and said, "Paz, man, you have so many expenses. What are you doing? You spend money on stupid stuff and stuff like this." And my answer was, although it was a joke, I said, "Man, I make so much money, I don't know how to spend them." Stuff like this. I was making and pay. Paris, are you rich? Oh, I say I'm massively rich and stuff like this, which it was a joke, but. When I started losing in 2016 for 4 years, 3 to 4 years, yeah, I have to put let's say a question, or not a question mark, an exclamation mark on that. Imagine losing for 4 years on not on every single day, but my ego. Then I realized, man, I thought I was immortal in terms of trading. I just thought that when people told me, I'm gonna make it in trading. I'm just gonna make money in trading. I thought I was a cash machine. I thought I was a cash cow. I wish to all of you that this never happens, but losing for a very prolonged period of time, it just kills you. Remove your ego from the equation. You are no one. You are no one when it comes to trading. You are no one when it comes to the market. You're no better than anyone. You're no better than me. You're not better than the guy next to you. Maybe you make money in March. Maybe you make in April. But things can very quickly turn around in September or in August on stuff like this. You know, have your feet in the ground. Always respect the market. Don't do stupid stuff. Yeah. Don't think, okay, now have it. I'm gonna go in and play 10 lots. Yeah. Know why you're doing it. Know why you're doing it. Why are you here? Why are you here? I'm here to make money. Me as Paris. I'm here to make money, nothing else. I do not care. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it for the excitement? If you're doing it for the excitement, you will fail. Going for the excitement it's an emotion that you do not want. I'm getting excited as well. Of course, I'm getting excited, but I'm trying to subside it. I'm trying to calm down when of course I tend to choose more successful trades once I have 1 or 2 successful trades, but I try to keep my my emotions in check. Always try to keep your emotions in check. Never too happy, never too sad. If you can avoid the sadness, avoid the sadness. Have a strategy, accept the loss and say, okay, I'm closing the PC, I'm coming the next day. I keep on saying those stuff. I have said those stuff to hundreds and hundreds of people, yeah. And some people they just couldn't do it, yeah. And after some years, after they did it, they came back to me and said, "Man, you were fucking right." Everyone just respect the process. Everyone has its own, kind of time zone. Maybe I cannot pronounce the last name. Maybe Mr. Weilman understands what I say and puts it into action today. Some people or tomorrow and say, okay, I mean, if this guy is saying it, okay, let's try what Paris is saying. But some people, they just want to do it their own way. They have to lose and lose and lose and lose. Eventually you will come to my words. Eventually you will come to my words. You are doing this thing for money. You are doing it. There is a process. It's a profession. Some people say it's gambling. I hate it when people say that. It is not gambling. Some days are for gamblers. Some days, the majority of the days are not. The market that I'm trading is technical. I can explain everything. And when I cannot explain what I'm seeing, I just don't trade it, or I try not to. I know this goes away from the psychology part, but try to find a technical pattern, a technical skill in the product you're trading. Streaks, winning and losing. Okay, this is very interesting. Now, what did I tell about winning streaks? Okay, it was on a year basis, but my subconsciously, I thought I was immortal. I thought, well, it's never gonna lose. I was so chill, yeah. No stress in my life, no stress. It was self-confidence as well, but my brain was above my head, obviously, yeah. And I started losing money. So when you make money over and over, there's sometimes, yeah, I remember there was some months I haven't lost for 3 months, a single day on a 3-month basis. That was insane. You start thinking, oh man, what's going on here? But I'm fucking exceptional. I'm just, what am I doing here? Everything I do is correct. When you have too many days where you make money, take 1 day off. Take 1 day off. Just even if you make money, just choose 1 day. Choose 1 day. Just step back a little bit, because winning. Usually there comes a very big losing day, because you're thinking, okay, I've made so much, then I have so much buffer to lose, yeah. And you go in and you're saying to yourself, no, this cannot be. I have been making money for 3 weeks. You're losing. No, this cannot be. You're losing. And suddenly you end up in 1 day losing what you have made in 2 weeks. Be careful of winning streaks. They're very tricky. Losing. Oh man, I can identify with this. When you're in a losing streak, your confidence disappears. You just start thinking, oh man, I'm just not in for this job. And this is when most people leave the profession altogether. They cannot take it. There is so much pain involved in there is so much. It hurts your ego, obviously. It hurts your wallet if you're trading like money. You're not in good mood in anything anymore. It just destroys your mood in your social life as well. You have a wife, you have a kid, and the kids are, hey, dad, can I do this? And your wife, okay, why don't we go vacation this? And you're thinking, Jesus, why didn't I buy 5350 yesterday? Stuff like this. In order to avoid this, just try to I will go back to the solutions, but try to do what I'm saying. Try to work out. Try to believe in yourself. Try to have money management. Well, if you have money management, yeah, and you're up 2,000 euros in a month, yeah, and you're saying, okay, what's my next day, or what's my monthly? It could be you could be like you make 2,000 and say to yourself, okay, what's my strategy? I'm not falling back below 1,000 for a month or below 5,000. It doesn't really matter. If you go beyond that, you're stupid. I'm sorry. There is no other way. It will destroy your psychology. Do whatever it's possible to retain your psychology. You are going against algos that do not think, they do not have feelings, they will try to do the correct thing over and over and over again. You are competing on a 95% scale against them. You're not competing against me or against Teos or against Pyrgos. You're competing against firstly yourself and then algorithms that they do not feel. So you have to have emotional intelligence. Those machines, they have no fear, they have no sadness, they have no. Then why you should you? Now, easier said than done, but you are coming in the era of artificial intelligence of a 95% algos in every market. You're going to go angry against a market that is 95% algorithmic. When you lose money, have a stop point where, okay, if I lose that much, I'm done. I'm done for the week. I'm done for the month. I'm done. Have a stop loss. Have a stop loss. Stop loss. Do not blow. There is a reason why I've never blown any account. Thank God. Never blown any account. Like they say, oh, I blew this account and I blew this account and I blew this account. And no. In professional trading, there are rules. There are rules. Professional traders, they do have rules. And if they do not have rules, they have a boss that enforces the rules. It enforces risk management. They enforce money management and all this kind of stuff. So you come into an arena that you're competing against the best of the best. So try to be the best version of yourself, period. It's not like in Formula or in any other sport where you go from Formula 3 to Formula 2 to Indy and then Formula 1. You are thrown into the pit of sharks from day one in trading. It's just Formula 1 straight away. There you go. They give you a mouse. They give you an account. Try to make money. Final point, remain calm. When I started trading, I was trading in the UK in 2000, and I was doing really good. In my first year, I was doing exceptionally good. I was like their star prodigy, and they brought MTV in. You remember MTV? I think it still exists. And they want to create a thing about traders and the traders' life. Back then, trading was considered a god profession. And they put us. They put in every trader, those cables to check your heart rhythm. And guess what? The best traders, they have a very low heart rhythm. They're just robots. They're dead inside. They're dead inside. The market is moving like crazy. They were dead inside. They had a strategy. They knew what to do. They knew where the stop was. They knew where the profit was. And that's it. They do not get excited. And the best, and I have learned this. I mean, I was always. You all know that my boss was and still is. He was a massive trader. I remember when we were in Switzerland, and the market was moving like crazy. The guy was down, I don't remember, like 100,000 euros, something like this. And he was talking over the phone about Eintracht, the football team. I was like, how can he do it? And you know, later on, when you know, because I was sitting here and he was sitting opposite to me, yeah. Every time the market was something was happening, I was screaming. I was saying, "Oh, you know, Vango this, Vango that." The guy never fled. The guy with calmness, he sat down. He was never complaining. He was never happy. He was a robot. That's why he was so good. That guy has amazing psychology. Amazing. It's just he's built in. He has built in like Messi. He was built to trade football. That guy was built to trade. His psychology is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Try to remain calm. Try to calm down yourselves. Just accept either it's a loss or it's a profit and move on. Let me just move in there. I have a PDF that I need. These are my rules, by the way. I'm just going to show you my rules. These are the rules. I started losing money for 2 months, I think in 2010, and I wrote them down. They all apply in psychology. All this helped me to just to focus. I just want to remain calm and I want to remain into the zone. Balls and discipline. You have to have in trading. You have to have the balls. If you don't, if you hesitate, this comes into psychology. If this is your weakness, work it out. You cannot. Number one, if I forgot to, if you are afraid to enter, this is for me it's the biggest problem. The biggest problem, because let's say that you want to enter. I was going to open TT. Let's say that you want to enter at 56. Yeah. The market goes at 56, you want to go long, yeah? So you want to buy 56. It doesn't matter which market. Market goes at 56, goes to 55, and it goes to 65 and then to 70. Those that are in general very hesitant to trade, they will miss this. What did I say? 65, 50, 57? I don't remember. They will miss the level and they're going to go angry. Oh, they're going to, oh man, I was right. And they're going in and buy the 80s. And then from 80 is going to go down to 40 and stuff like this. Have the balls, be decisive, be decisive. You know what your level is. Be decisive. When it comes down to your level, trade it. Trade it. You have a strategy. Lose, it's okay. Lose, learn, lose and learn. Lose and learn, and do not repeat, or try to repeat in a smaller scale, because you will do it again. Trade for a reason. Trade the levels. Try to trade for a trade. Don't trade because because you're bored or because the market is moving fast on the downside and you're gonna go for stops and stuff like this. Trade for a reason. Trade for a technical reason. Find your technical setup. Trade for a reason. Don't go against the fast move. That was in the Bund. Now I trade S&P. I go against fast moves. Trade the level zone between. Be patient. The market will always give you the entry. Patience. Patience is something that's my biggest downfall as well. I'm impatient. I'm not very patient. Be patient. The market will always give you the entry. And the same applies today. It depends. Where does the market close and stuff like this? Does it hold this trend line? Does it hold this Fibonacci and stuff like this? It will give you the entry. Be patient. Don't go in the market open. This is stupid. Hold your profits if you can do that. Keep focused and calm. Do not enter the dark side. Be calm. Be calm. It's okay. You lost one trade. You will make it in the next. If you don't make it in the next and you don't make it in the trade after, close the PC. Next day, you fail again. Next day, be decisive. Be confident. Be confident about the process. Be confident. Do you want to do this or not? There's no other way. Keep track of the forest, not the trees. Try to look at the big picture. Don't always look at your microcosmos. That was because I was a market maker. Yeah. Think like a winner. Even when you are in red. Can you think like a winner? Can you think like a winner when you're losing? You have to. There is some. This comes with experience. You will learn from losses. Self-explanatory. Don't push it when it's not your day. There is always tomorrow. Don't push it when it's not your day. There is always tomorrow. Just don't push it. Just go away. Go away. Go away. Don't come back with minus 20,000 and then you're like these memes where, hey, honey, I lost the house and stuff like this. Just don't push it. Accept it. Accept it. Everybody loses. We all lose. I lose all the time. I just try to lose less than I make. That's it. That's what I do. Now, I'm not nuclear science. The good thing I have, in my good days, I push it. And in my bad days right now, I'm saying, oh, did I get stopped? Then I look at the market and say, oh, money hold this level and this level and this level. And sometimes I get pissed. Now I don't even do that. I just go in the next day. At the end of the day, it's all about the money, not your ego. You're here about the money. You're here about the money. Let me just open this. Please pick up the mic if you have a microphone and you want to ask me something. Go ahead. Psychology is the most underrated topic in trading. Human emotions is the main reason for the abrupt rise of values. Think about it. Do you know how many crises we had before because of a human emotion mismanagement? That is why the algos were created. They take the best out of human, out of yes, and they create a code out of it. That's it. Everything is mathematical nowadays. Psychology includes lots of subcategories: discipline, emotions, loss of patience, fear, and all this kind of stuff. I said this in the beginning. Identify yourself as a person. Speak to yourself. Speak to yourself. Who am I? Write it down. I used to write, and now I just talk to myself in the mirror. What's your biggest strength? What's your biggest weakness? And choose the times that you trade. Let's say you trade for 2 hours. And I'm not saying you're going to delete your negative attributes. Just hold them inside for these 2 hours. Hold yourself for these 2 hours. You will be a better person after this. You will be a better person, trust me. You will be a better person as you trade like who you are. I said this many times. Happy, impatient, angry, opinionated. Oh, this is something opinionated. Do not have opinions. Nobody cares about your opinion. And if you have an opinion, probably you're going to be wrong. And if you are right, it's even worse. The market will give you the entry. Because how do we use in curbing fear that stops users from being, how do we use psychology in curbing fear that stops using from being profitable? Curbing. Is that Google Translate? No, curbing. Wait. I don't understand what you're trying to ask me right now. To curb is how do you use psychology in curbing fear that stops using? You mean you are a new guy and you want to know? I just said it. I'm going. No offense, but I cannot pronounce your name. Can I call you Ami? Is that okay if I call you? If you're new into trading, look at yourself in the mirror, or you don't have to do that. Just take a piece of paper out and say, me, Ami, the guy that is asking the question. What am I good at? What am I good at? I'm a calm person. This is a plus. If you are a calm person, it's a plus. I'm a calm person. Maybe Ami is a calm person. I'm sorry, Ami. This is hypothetical, by the way. Maybe I'm a calm person, but I'm very hesitant. I'm very reluctant to trade. I'm afraid to trade. Work it out. What do I mean work it out? Just go into the simulation and try to overcome your fears. The market doesn't care. It doesn't care about your fear. It doesn't care about Ami's fear. About it. The market is ruthless. It's ruthless. It doesn't care if you had a bad day outside work, or if you had a fight with your wife, with your brother, with your friend, or your wife left you. I'm gonna come back to this, all these outside factors that affect your psychology. Write down what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and work on your weaknesses. The strengths will translate on their own. Work on your weaknesses. Work on your weaknesses. You cannot be having those when you're trading. The market is ruthless. It will kill you. Opinionated. I guess I answered the question. Opinionated, never have opinions, never have opinions, have a strategy, and the market will be bragging. Oh, I'm so good, I made money, and you know how much money I made in Bitcoin and all this. I've never in my life met a profitable trader that brags about his trade. He doesn't even say he's a trader. You know, big traders, they are like phantoms. You will never see them. Never. Not even you, not even me. If you are lucky, you will meet some. Big traders, they do not talk about trading. They do not talk about the market. They do not talk about profits. They do not talk about trading at all. And especially, they do not brag. Bragging is out of their equation. Complaining. I complain all the time. All the time. It's a bad thing that I have. I complain. How does that help? Excitement. Don't be excited. Retain a flat emotional, psychological emotional stability. Steady psychology, steady emotions. Please learn this. If you have a steady psychology, you will have steady emotions. Bad psychology, negative emotions, and bad results. Let me tell you something about I said like 2 minutes ago. If you are having
to apologize to everyone that is listening to us. It looks like the technical issues they keep going, so it would be better, guys, to let you go. We're going to be reorganizing again the same webinar very soon as well, just in case of questions that haven't been answered yet. So have a pleasant weekend, everyone. Thank you for your time, and apologies for the inconvenience during the technical issues.